Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, time for the anthems. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. There's the whistle, and here we go.
So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Plays the return pass. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that has been knocked clear. It's a throw-in. Diaz. Lerma. And it's Lerma. James Rodriguez. Duran. That's going wide left. That is a brilliant interception. Indonesia have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Dix. Rido. Dix. Kubna. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a cute ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Throw on.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Tries one from range. Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Verdonk. Spread out to the left. Space for him to turn and look. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Colombia definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
The ball goes in. Tries to get it clear. Defending of the desperate variety. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Dix. Pelupesi. Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? Verdonk. Out towards the flank. And no, that was never going to make it. James Rodriguez. Lerma.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Diaz had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Threads one in. Back where it came from.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Header! Harmlessly behind. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hubner, always a very imposing presence at the back. And he's picked it up out wide. Pelupesi. Now this could be a chance. James Rodriguez. Duran. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well read, nice interception. Diaz. Diaz with the delivery. And he's there to clear it. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. Vargas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reach the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Y aquí están. Den la bienvenida a los jugadores.
The second period is on the way.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he was quick to react. Pugna. Pelupesi. Tries to pass it through. Oret Manguan. He's got away. Oh, it's played into the area. Mojica can get it clear. James Rodriguez. Colombia are looking to break at pace. There will be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. James Rodriguez delivers.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Looking for options for movement. And that is headed for the middle. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Dix. Romani. Dix. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shoots! And he hits the net! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Número 14.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Diaz stood his ground strongly. And it's James Rodriguez.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 14. Entrará al campo. Número 9.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Rido. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Lerma. Diaz. Mojica providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Verdonk. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Munoz. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Diaz. Crosses it in here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Lukumi. Diaz. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Diaz cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Mojica. Indonesia still ahead by the game's only goal. Nice looking ball. This looks promising. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And Diaz played into space. Big chance! Driving through the middle. Chance for a shot! It's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Great vision. That's an excellent interception. Jena. Over to the right flank. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, such a clever touch. Plays it in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, queremos pedirles su apoyo para nuestra Fundación Solidaria Internacional.